Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Muhammad Taimur under the registration number 17 NTU0138. And today I'm going to present the midterm presentation of Pakistan Studies. I'm from Weaving Department 6th semester. Let's start. This is our topic, which is which state that historical perspective of freedom movement revealed the creation of Pakistan is justified, but now it's a gravity situation to identify those constitution elements and social compliances that enable us an active and responsible citizen of Pakistan. So let's start. So ideology. There are five principal elements of the ideological foundation of Pakistan. First one is Islam, second one is two-nation theory, the third is the territorial land, the fourth is democratic system, and the fifth one is the Urdu language. In this map here, this map is made by Chaudhry Rahmat Ali, and here the states are shown, the dynasties and the dependencies are shown. One were the princely states at the time of partition, one were highly populated with Muslims, but cannot be being part of a Pakistan, of the current Pakistan, because of the partiality of Radcliffe report. Well, the two-nation theory. The two-nation theory with regards to the partition of British India is the theory that the largest and second largest religious communities of the Indian subcontinent, Hindus and Muslims, are two separate nations, and who cannot जो कि एक साथ नहीं रह सकते क्योंकि उनकी आइडियोलॉजीज, ट्रेडिशंस, कस्टम्स वो सब चेंज हैं. So that's why Gandhi and Jinnah fought for the separate states. So, ideological rationale with reference to Sir Syed Ahmed Khan. He initiated Aligarh movement, which regarded its service on this social as well as religious basis for the Muslims of subcontinent. The Hindu-Urdu controversy convinced Sir Syed Ahmed Khan to think about difference between Hindus and Muslims, and therefrom the stories have started of the Pakistan movement. He is the first one who gave the theory of two-nation theory, and he used to use the word of two nations for Hindus and Muslims for the first time. Well, ideological rationale with reference of Allama Iqbal. Allama Iqbal always emphasized on the separate and distinct image of Muslims in the subcontinent. He based the foundation of homeland on the religion, which later on became the ideology of basis of Pakistan. इलाहाबाद खुतबे में अल्लामा इकबाल ने पहली दफ़ा टू नेशन थ्योरी के बारे में बताया, उसका आइडिया दिया और मुसलमानों के लिए एक अलग खित्ते, एक अलग ज़मीन की ख्वाहिश जाहिर की. अल्लामा इकबाल की शायरी जो है वो भी जो है एक अक्स है पाकिस्तान में, और उन्होंने पाकिस्तान की जो मुस्लिम उम्मा है उसके अंदर एक आज़ादी की उमंग बेदार की थी. And here the father of nation Quaid-e-Azam ideological relation with reference to Quaid-e-Azam. Quaid-e-Azam laid a great stress on the Islamic ideology. He from the very first day wants to seek a separate sake where the Islamic rules can be applied. But before the conflicts between Congress and Muslim League, he was the member of Congress as well, and he left the Congress because of their biasness and because of annoying Muslims community and degrading them. He believed that Islamic ideology was the unifying force of the Muslim Millah. Quaid-e-Azam rejuvenated Muslim League and awakened the stumbling of Muslim states. The great leader of the Muslim subcontinent was the destiny of Pakistan, and he gave the Islamic ideology for the separate Muslim nation. He struggled very hard and finally accomplished Pakistan on 14th August. Here is a quote by Syed Ahmed which clearly said that brotherhood, equality, and fraternity of man. Brotherhood, equality, and fraternity of man, these are all the basic points of our religion, culture, and civilization. And we fought for Pakistan because there was a danger of denial of these human rights in the subcontinent. जो है मुसलमानों की बहुत ज़्यादा सराकशी की जा रही थी, एक जेनोसाइड किया जा रहा था मुसलमानों के खिलाफ, ताकि हिंदू जो हैं वो ब्रिटिश राज के बाद खुद पूरे सब कॉन्टिनेंट पे काबिज हो जाएं. So here is the map which shows that the West Pakistan and the East Pakistan was giving the routes for the Mahajireens to come over from the borders, and it was the history's biggest migration, in which 1 billion people have been migrated to Pakistan and India and crosses the border. Well, constitutional element. The state means the federal government, Majlis-e-Shura Parliament, a province government of a province assembly, and of such local of other authorities in Pakistan are by law empowered to impose any tax or cases. Constitution separate the power for the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. There are total 280 articles and 12 parts 6 schedule. We are having the bicameral legislature in our state. Well, here are the fundamentals right and their violations nowadays or in the past few years by the Pakistanis after the partition. So the first thing is, are we really secure in our state? No person shall be deprived or life or liberty have save in accordance with law. But there's injustice everywhere. Slavery is non-existent and forbidden, and no law shall permit or facilitate introduction in Pakistan in any form. But there are child labor on its peak level, even in the current era as well. The law is that 14 साल से छोटा बच्चा काम नहीं कर सकता, लेकिन फिर भी जो है वो फैक्ट्रियों में और मतलब रोडों पे और ईंटों की भट्टियों में बच्चे काम कर रहे हैं. So it's the basic violation of the fundamental rights of human beings. And then उसके बाद है freedom of movement, freedom of association. हम मतलब कि freedom of movement मतलब that we can go anywhere in Pakistan, but that's not true. There are many restricted areas in our country where we can't go freely, and where can't we walk freely. And here and the next is freedom of association. Every association has the freedom that every local person can start its organization, but it's also not true. Nowadays there are too much corruption in the system, and we have to go through all that process and taxes and the certificates and all such things to accommodate for an association or NGO or institute. Every political party shall account for the sources of its funds in accordance with law. But unfortunately, there are many corrupt politicians and political parties as well. Whom are eating the funds and do not accommodating the law, which is also a crime. They are the criminals of local Pakistanis. Well, the fundamentals right. They are the freedom to trade, business or profession. The regulation of any trade or profession by a licensing system in our country. There should be a you have to have a license to do so. But a few years ago, in 2011, there is a big institute of IT and well-known institute who sold out 20,000 fake degrees to the all over the world and in the Pakistan, and that company was Exact. It is located in Karachi, but now it's banned, and soon it's a scam that those publicized, and all those degrees have been blocked. And then there is a freedom of speech. Well, in our country we have the right to protest for our rights. We have the right to raise our voice. We have to right to go and ask for our rights. But in many situations we are too much limited. We cannot protest the way we want. There are always some kind of issues and some kind of fights always happen in such kind of cases. On the second hand, the freedom of profess religion. All minorities in our country, whether they are Christians or Hindus, they have their rights. They have their all freedom to do their rituals. But accordance, we are also divided into some kind of discrimination going on. Outside that, the Hindus are seeking for their temples to be made, and in India, the RSS and the other anti-Muslim parties are destroying or ruining the mosques. वहीं पर हम जो है हम एक मंदिर वो भी अपने हुकूमती ख़जाने से बनाकर दे रहे हैं. सो रिलीजन जो है वो उसकी भी बहुत खिलाफवर्जी की जा रही है. मतलब कि जो मिनॉरिटीज़ हैं उनके हक भी छीने जा रहे हैं और मतलब इंतहा पसंदी हद तक पहुंच चुकी है. Then there are a main thing that there shall be no discrimination on the basis of sex alone. But in our country, the women are very less employed rather than men's. That's why feminism and women empowerment have been arose that much in the recent era. That as you can see here, that employment of population ratio in Pakistan 2012 and 2013 was only 18.8% women were employed, rather than the rest from the 58.2 men's were employed, and they were having the good wages. With respect to the women's, they don't have the good salaries as well. The second and here, as you can see, the transgenders, they are also human beings. They also want their rights to seek job, so that they cannot do or involve in such illegal matters. So they are also don't have such rights in our country to get a job or a social respective you can say place in the society. So they are also seeking and raising voice for their rights, as well as in many areas in India or even in Pakistan. There is a child marriage is also can be seen, which is also a very big violation of human rights. My second point is to make the teaching of Holy Quran and Islamiyat compulsory. तो हमारी जो निसाब है उसके अंदर कुरान पाक की तफसील, उसका तर्जमा, इस्लामियात को और मज़ीद ज़्यादा लेकर आना चाहिए हमें अपने स्कूल्स में, कॉलेज में, यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में. और मेनली अरबिक लैंग्वेज, हमें इंग्लिश से ज़्यादा अरबिक लैंग्वेज पे फोकस करना चाहिए. वी शुड मेक इट्स अवर सेकंड लैंग्वेज. तभी हम कुरान को इसी तरह समझ पाएंगे और एक हकीकत में मुसलमान बन पाएंगे. डॉक्टर सर अहमद भी अपने यही कहते हैं कि ट्रू अगर आप तरक्की करना चाहते हैं, अगर ये पाकिस्तानी कौम तरक्की करना चाहती है, तो उन्हें कुरान को अपने सीनों में समाना होगा और उसके लिए तर्जमे के साथ कुरान को समझना होगा, ना सिर्फ पढ़ना होगा. एंड the third is the full participation of women in the national life, which cannot be seen anywhere in the Pakistan. It is a sad thing that women are very degraded and closed in the society and very bounded towards the jobs, that they cannot have the equal rights than the men's in our society. So let's move. Qualities of a responsible citizen. Well, a responsible citizen is that who is obeys the laws and respect authority, जो कि अपनी जो सोसाइटी है उसमें कंट्रीब्यूट करे, एक सिविक परफॉर्म्स हिज ऑल सिविक ड्यूटीज एंड अपनी वतन से मोहब्बत करे, उसमें हुब्बुल वतनी का जज्बा होना चाहिए, एंड द कर्टिसी एंड रिस्पेक्ट द राइट्स ऑफ अदर, और दूसरों के हकूक़ को समझे, उनकी इज़्ज़त करे, एंड द पर्सन शुड बी ट्रस्टवर्थी एंड ऑनेस्ट, साबिक और अमीन होना चाहिए, जो कि आजकल कोई नहीं है, एंड टॉलरेंस होनी चाहिए, उसमें बर्दाश्त का मादा ज़्यादा होना चाहिए, अकाउंटेबिलिटी होनी चाहिए, हाउ टू मैनेज थिंग्स, हाउ टू कीप थिंग्स एंड हाउ टू सॉल्व प्रॉब्लम्स, एंड द सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन होना चाहिए, क्योंकि कतरा कतरा ही समुंदर बनता है। इसलिए हमें अपना हिस्सा देना चाहिए सोसाइटी में, ताकि माशरा अच्छा हो, हम लोग एक अच्छी इन्वायरमेंट में सांस लें, हमारे आने वाली जनरेशन एक अच्छे इन्वायरमेंट में सांस लें, एंड वी दे हैव द मोर रिसोर्सेज देन अस, एंड कीप द सराउंडिंग्स क्लीन एंड नीट, और हम अपनी सराउंडिंग्स को नीट और क्लीन करें, हम अपना वोटिंग का हक अदा करें, हम जो है गार्बेज को सही तरह उसको रिसाइकिल करें और प्लांटिंग करें, क्योंकि हमारे कंट्री में बहुत कम फॉरेस्ट हैं और वो भी आहिस्ता आहिस्ता काटे जा रहे हैं। तो ये सब हमारी जो है एज क्वालिटी जो है एक रिस्पॉन्सिबल पाकिस्तानी सिटीज़न है उसकी ड्यूटीज़ हैं, उसके हकूक़ हैं जो उसको अदा करने चाहिए अपने वतन को लेके। So I hope you like my presentation. Thank you so much. After all, we share the same roots. Thank you so much.